Hey, what's up guys, it's DRMO43 doing another video on my channel. Today we're going to be doing a unboxing again, but this is a different type of one, because typically I go to the store and you see me hunting and, doing all this, and this is just purely my collection, because I thought that it'd be a little bit funner to have, showcase the stuff I have already at home, and not just the stuff I already see in the stores, but we'll go back to those type of videos again on Friday. And I do have some pretty cool videos for next week, some pretty fun stuff. There's a cool stuff because the Mario movie comes out next week. Hopefully we get to 100 subscribers because we're already at 95 as of this video. And so I greatly appreciate every single one of you for commenting, for supporting me, for subscribing, and going through all of this with me. And yeah, with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe because that'll help hit the goal like I just was talking about. And with that all being said, now we can really get into the video, which is going to be showcasing my collection. And today I decided to go with a mixture of stuff. They're not all from the same set, but they mostly are from the same set. And we'll start off with this one, which is Monica Rambeau, which you'll be seeing the close-up right about now. And yeah, Monica Rambeau is pretty cool. She ends up becoming Spectrum later on in the comic slash game slash, I guess card games counts too. And she is Maria Rambeau's daughter, so that's pretty cool. And she really has like nothing too much special. She doesn't do anything in the movie too much, or show. Sorry, not movie, show. And yeah, this is WandaVision. This was the first Disney Plus TV show they released, which is pretty exciting. And yeah, overall, she doesn't do too much. And again, I do like her as a character, but she didn't do anything really. So that's really all there is about her. She does nothing too. She doesn't get to do anything crazy. She does end up going into, was it Westview, I think, or Westview, I believe. I believe that's what it's called. And yeah, so that was all she does, which leads us into the next figure. We'll say these two because I think they're cooler. We'll start off with Agatha Harkness, which we'll be seeing a close-up right about now. And overall, she was like a pretty alright. Like, it definitely was a plot twist at the end because she was weird, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it turns out I've actually been the one doing everything for leading up to that point, which was, again, pretty cool. And the show is pretty good. This figure looks really nice. I do wish it was glow in the dark. I think that would look really cool, but it doesn't. And overall, yeah, it's a pretty nice looking figure. And also just character. But I don't really think I care too much about her that I want to see a show of her currently. I know they are going to make is it called Harkness or Agatha or something? But she wasn't that interesting of a character that I think she needed a show, but they're doing it anyways. They are slowing down, at least with Marvel. I'm glad they're slowing down the production, because the production was getting a little too crazy. And yeah. So that's all there is about her, which leads us into I'll go a little bit slower talking because I feel like I'm going a little speedy, if you know what I mean. We'll leave these three for the main. So next up I have is White Vision, which you'll be seeing a close up right about now. And yeah, White Vision was another character that was pretty cool. He ends up coming out at the end of or he comes at the finale, I believe, or a little bit earlier. I think it's the last episode, second to last. And basically, White Vision is basically just Vision. I think just recreated out of the parts that they could find basically. And so that's all he does. He really doesn't do too much. And if you hear the door, I believe someone's at the door. So I will pause real quick. Okay, so sorry, my sister's coming back from work. So anyways, yeah, so White Vision, pretty clean looking figure. He had again, nothing. He got defeated pretty early, and I believe they're also again making a show for him, which is called the Vision Quest or something like that. And yeah, overall, at the end of the movie he ends up getting, I think, Vision's memories, I believe, or something like that. So we're back. So sorry again, second interruption. It's funny, there's two interruptions in one session. And yeah, White Vision, overall, pretty cool. These are pretty nice. And then to complete this set, which I actually have the whole back second wave, technically, I'll just show that real quick. I do have the whole wave of the set, because I actually got Scarlet Witch now, which you'll be seeing a close-up right about now. And I have heard beforehand the stand on her is very flimsy, if I remember correctly. I think that's a big problem is because it's so much weight because there's nothing actually on the figure. Sometimes on the stand they put their feet or something, but on her there's nothing holding her except that piece of plastic. So sometimes you have to be careful because the stand could just break and you just lose it. And this figure looks so nice. I actually really like this whole suit up and the whole transformation she did at the end of the movie, which was kind of lame that you get to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness and they immediately switch costumes. I wish they would have kept this one for at least a little bit of time. That is one big complaint I have with Marvel. They do costume changes so fast that you don't ever get to enjoy the stuff they give you. Like Ms. Marvel, she just got her show, and I guess the show wasn't very good, but she got the comic suit. But then she's coming out in the Marvels, or I think they call it the Marvels or whatever they're calling it, and she's not gonna have the same costume, and that just to me is kind of like it's kind of lame. You know, you think you'd keep the same costume for at least a little bit because she just got it, and I don't really like that. Like the same thing with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He just got that blue metal like metallic looking suit at the end of the movie, not metallic but like whatever like material it is, and it looks so good. And I don't want them to go into the next movie and give him a new suit. But leading into that, we'll open up this next one I have, which is the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness Specialty Series figure, which you should be seeing a close-up right about now. And I don't have a lot of the Doctor Strange figures because I didn't really... There's not too much that I cared about because a lot of them are very, like in my opinion, just not very cool characters. Like Sarah, she wasn't even in the movie for more than, I believe, like the beginning battle, and I'm pretty sure she ends up dying by Wong. Or no, losing next to Wong, dying next to Wong? I think something like that. Supreme Strange wasn't even in the movie. You saw him for like maybe one scene, I think, where it's like them telling him that he was going bad, and there's a statue. America Chavez, it's cool, but I have that Portal one. If you hear the dog barking, by the way, she barks at animals on TV, so not digress if you hear that. And yeah, overall, not that many cool characters, but this one was pretty cool, and I did get this back when the movie first came out, so again, pretty cool. And Doctor Strange in that movie was good. I don't think the movie is as bad as people hate on it, because a lot of people say, oh, it's not that good. There's some scenes that I definitely would say are not the greatest, but I don't think it's that bad. Overall, I did enjoy it as a movie. Same with a lot of these shows. Like, and no, I'm not saying that I'm like, because I am a big Marvel fan. I'm not saying that I'm like you have to call stuff when it's bad. Like, I do know when stuff is bad, but this stuff right here wasn't. These were pretty good shows, honestly. Like, WandaVision was good. Doctor Strange, I would say was good. I'm not saying it was like terrible by no means. Which leads us into the last figure real quick while I keep talking, and that's this one, the Doctor Strange Supreme What If, and I'll be showing the close-up right about now as I talk. And yeah, overall, this was a great episode. I loved this episode. Like, he basically what happens in this episode of What If is he just keeps going back in time, I believe, to save Christine, right? Or no, is that what it is? I think it's like, what if Christine died instead, I believe. And so he basically, I think if that's what I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen that. And he basically just keeps going over and over and over, trying to redo it. And every time he does it, he becomes a little bit more, like, evil. And he ends up ending off helping, being imprisoned by the Watcher. And then the Watcher end up at I think the last episode, has to call him for help, I believe, or something like that. Something along the lines of that. It was a good episode. But overall, I think What If was not that great of a series. Like, there's some alright episodes. Then there's some mid episodes. And then it's just an alright show. Like, there's a lot of episodes I'm like, that just didn't land. But overall, these were some cool looking figures. And yeah, I hope to see, because next is, I saw they released the new line of the Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, like the Collector Core box, and that gives you Cassie Lang and Ant-Man without a helmet, which is super cool. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Again, 95 subscribers, very exciting. And I hope to show you guys whatever I find in the future, and find something cool. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.